Hello, welcome back to HWLRADIO.COM. You're here with your main man Hollywood, and today we're going to be doing a review of Eminem's album and talking about Snoop Dogg dissing Eminem. And we're going to get into it right now because first, starting off, this album is magnificent. Matter of fact, when I first heard the album, didn't really get into it. Then I was like, man, hold on, man. Like, Eminem make a crappy album? Maybe I'm not really listening. So I go back and give it another go around, and I'm like, goodness gracious. Eminem snapping on this thing. Him and Dr. Dre song on Zeus, where the Snoop Dogg and everything came out at. And a lot of people like, man, Eminem's in his feelings. And I agree with you. He is in his feelings, and everybody be in their feelings. That's what I'm saying. Y'all try to make it comfortable to do whatever y'all can to a person and not get judged for being a nasty person by saying that somebody else is in their feelings. We have to backtrack this because I'm sure to get an Eminem feature costs a whole lot. Not saying Snoop Dogg can't pay a whole lot, but what I'm telling you is I know he wasn't paying a whole lot because he's Dr. Dre boy, Eminem Dr. Dre boy. So I want y'all to just take a ride down the road because something else just came up into my mind. When Dr. Dre came out with The Chronic, Snoop Dogg was Dr. Dre's Eminem. So I'm trying to figure out where Snoop Dogg would become a hater and say that Eminem's not in his top 10. But Snoop Dogg was Dr. Dre's Eminem. Then Eminem came out and he's just been surpassing Snoop Dogg's album sales. Therefore, meaning that, okay, let's take the Clippers for instance. We all winning this game. But, Eminem scored more points, so he's getting favoritism and special treatment in the locker room area. Period, not in just the locker room area. But they get favoritism. So who's to say that Snoop Dogg ain't jealous of that and been jealous of it? I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait it out and see because not only that, but Eminem, when Snoop Dogg had, kind of dried up and out, Eminem helped Snoop Dogg with a feature and brung him back. And on top of that, Snoop Dogg talking about Rakim. He's probably the only person, with KRS-One and Rakim, yeah, they did some hot stuff. But man, where was they rap god at? And not only where was they rap god at, Eminem done snapped several times like on Rap God in several different ways. KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, respectfully, they have not snapped like Eminem has snapped and showed versatility. They said who's the number one lyricist, not sounding rapper. Like that's where rapper. I ain't gonna say sounding rapper, because you go off of the sound. Like they make a great song or what? That's your rapper, your artist, your musician, whatever you want to call them. That's what that category is gonna be. But when you say lyricist, that's a wordsmith. That's somebody that can flip words and go crazy with it. Because for you not to give Eminem and these new guys they credit, that's just like not trying to give LeBron James his credit now because you like the way Michael Jordan played back in the day. Nigga, it's the same thing with these artists. These artists have to, this is what I'm saying, what y'all fail to realize. These artists have to train themselves to do something different, to have a better sound to your ears. Like they gotta perfect, they are artists. They gotta perfect this craft so you like this craft. And it's real hard because it's harder to be a rapper and a singer the longer that it goes because what's the chances that somebody hasn't said or sung or that ain't been somebody's hook, that ain't been somebody's beat. It's hard not to do that. So for you to sit here and say that somebody that is still dropping hits, and a lot of people talking about Eminem's record sales and this stuff and that stuff. I'm like, man, I wonder who his PR is or something. I mean, he was just ahead of himself. After Christmas, Eminem's sales are gonna go up. They're gonna go up, man. It's gonna spike because a lot of people, they like Eminem's album. I tell you one thing, they don't like Eminem's album more than them damn kids waking up smiling on Christmas Day. I can tell you that there, but damn. So it's nothing to worry about. Eminem still gonna get his same numbers. He just dropped the album at, I don't know what time he did that, but He should have had it on all streaming platforms. If he had this available on all streaming platforms like I thought he was, he would have outdid anybody, but he didn't. So that's going to be it. That's going to be the show. But, Snoop Dogg is definitely looking like a hater to me. Like a lot of people saying, like Snoop Dogg just voiced his opinion and everything. Like Jordan Tower said, when do you ever voice your opinion like that towards your friend? Never. Like, even people that want to try to say, man, sometimes people need to hear that. Okay, what about that was detrimental to Eminem's life or career or his money? They asked him who was the best lyricist. Nothing about that there was detrimental to your friend's life, to his money, or his career. None of it. What did you do? You tried to be detrimental to his life, to his buddy, to his career. Sounds like a hater to me, because I would never do that to none of my niggas, especially publicly. Publicly? Hell no. Behind the scenes? Hell yeah, I might say some fucked up shit. But nigga, I ain't never gonna do it publicly because it's not, when you got people like this, it's like their brands. Like, this is like you saying at Burger King, like, man, McDonald's sold me a cold burger, man. Like, that burger wasn't even done or it had green stuff in it. What's your chances of wanting to go get a McDonald's burger after you heard that? No, man. Hey, matter of fact, if you was here to get your burger and you was gonna take me to McDonald's to get mine, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and make my order here now. You get what I'm saying? Like, no friend does that to a friend. So there has to be hate involved in this. So for all y'all people that won't try to make an excuse like, Eminem needed to hear this stuff. He did not need to hear that stuff, because that would have been like me doing that to my nigga. Like, man, like I talk bad about Country or Ramsey publicly. Like, I get on here and just blah, 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 blah. And like, shit, yeah, they doing good, but them niggas ain't really they ain't in nobody's top 10 doing good. Yeah, now you might get it, nigga. Now you might wake up to it. But nigga, that's gonna be the show today. Because matter of fact, he could have even worded it if it wasn't no hate involved in it. Like, man, yeah, hey, this generation, he is number one, or he is in the top 10 in this generation. But in my other generation, I got such and such and such and such. He did that, he did not say that. They're not worded like that. And, you always got to look at people's words, because their actions ain't never, their actions is always going to tell you how they really feel. But their words, sometimes they tell you it's something, man. I just fucked it up. But, it's a saying. I'll get it together one day. But basically what I'm trying to say is nigga that his words basically was aimed like to cause harm, put you in a bad place, like make you feel bad, not up. Wasn't encouraging, wasn't motivating. It wasn't none of them. That's what you have to look at in people's words, that when they talking to you. Because some people will try to discourage you and some people will try to encourage you. So you start paying attention to that, and them people that's trying to discourage you, you better get them away from you. Because even though it might not discourage you, it discourages your motivation. It's like your fire. It's like your fire could be just big and blazing, but it's kind of like you still believe, but you still got this negative energy around, which doesn't click all positive, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you losing horsepower, put it that way. Y'all niggas understand engines. You losing horsepower, nigga. Like, you could have 435, you get somebody around you like that, you might drop down to 380. Get two people like that, nigga, you down to 300. It could be going all, hey, another person, you throw a ride. But that's gonna be the show for today, so make sure you know what to do. And I'm out.